Hello, you sexy biscuits, and welcome back into Starfield. Let's talk about the current drama surrounding Starfield, 3 days before the release of the game in early access. It's so close, it's right there, I can almost smell it. So I've seen quite a lot of talk on Twitter about this issue that came up last week. This was posted over on Twitter, and this shows a screenshot from Starfield. This is real, from all we can tell, and it says this: Boundary reached, open the map to explore another region or return to your ship. So once this was posted, the Twitter community absolutely lost their minds, and this has kind of gone viral. Some people were saying that this was the tutorial section of the game, but also what wasn't mentioned was that it took them about 40 minutes of walking in a straight line to even hit this. So I think we need to kind of go into a bit more depth and try to explain what this actually is. And I'm going to be using a couple of Twitter accounts because these guys are amazing and are compiling all this information into a couple of tweets. So it's a lot easier for me to go through this information and give it to you guys. Synth Potato posted this: here's how landing works in Starfield. You can put a landing target anywhere on the surface, except on water, obviously, and other anomalies. Fair enough. An area gets generated for you to explore around your ship with points of interest, quests, resources, etc. Now this appears to be the size of Skyrim's map, which is already pretty damn big. Getting far enough away from your ship will result in hitting an invisible boundary that asks you to relocate your ship to continue exploring. The biggest concern, and the thing that needs to be clarified at the moment, is if the landing spots are connected, if we can see towns from far away, sections, and our buildings/settlements. And you cannot do an uninterrupted run around a planet, but the entire planet is fully explorable. So you'd have to take off in your ship and then land a bit ahead of where that boundary wall was, land, and then it'll create another Skyrim-sized map. Now, I understand why they're doing this. These planets are planet-sized. You're not ever going to be walking around the entire circumference. Now, I mentioned that in a previous video, and I was wrong. You cannot do that. But is this the big issue that it's being made out to be by people that are blatantly going out to hate on Starfield before it's even been released? I don't think so at all. Let's be honest, no one is going to be walking around an entire planet. Not only that, but there are also 1,000 planets. So you're not going to be walking around an entire planet, flying off to another one, and then doing the same on that one. And just to make sure I'm not completely mad, I asked you guys, because I trust you guys. You guys seem to know what you're talking about. And I asked, will the Starfield Boundary Drama affect your purchase? And if so, why? Now, I want to make this clear because this is something that popped up on my Twitter saying that this channel is some kind of Starfield cult, and that's not the case at all. We've only just started properly talking about the game here, and I know quite a lot of you aren't going to be playing Starfield. You're all gamers, and you're taking this from a completely unbiased place. 678 votes, 3% of you said yes, this would affect your purchase, 30% said no, 17% said I don't care, and 50% of you said drama? A lot of big news outlets have been saying that gamers are up in arms about this. On Twitter, yes, that is definitely the case. I don't think anyone really knows about this or cares. It's not something that is as important that some people are making it out to be. We are still going to have 1,000 planets and moons and everything else to explore. And yes, you might have to get back in your ship after 40 minutes of walking into the wilderness, but it would literally take you, 30 seconds to then land and then continue walking another 40 minutes. It's not as big an issue as I think people are making it out to be. And another thing I wanted to bring up was Peter Ovo's tweet because it's kind of interesting. A lot of people have been saying that Todd Howard lied. That Pete Hines have lied. That's actually not the case. Todd Howard already said in the Starfield Direct that you land on an area of a planet and explore that area. And I know some people are going to mention this tweet. He's right. You can explore the whole planet if you want. You just need to go to an area to another area, and you can explore that entire circumference in sections. So I think this drama's been really overblown. I just wanted to kind of talk about this because it's something that I've seen a lot of people on Twitter talking about, not so much on YouTube. The fact that each planet will maybe have hundreds of Skyrim-sized areas on just one planet is insane. Something that also made me laugh on Twitter was that someone said, you can't explore every planet, and showed a gas giant. I'm not even gonna... I'm not even gonna go into that one. That's silly. Unless they're talking about Orison, which had some kind of platform, you can't land in a gas giant. That's not a thing. Look, the game comes out in 3 days. I know there are people out there who want to wait for reviews, and that is fair enough. Reviews are going to be coming out on the 31st, 2 days away from now. And honestly, I am super excited. You guys know that. It looks like a Bethesda game, and that's all I care about. I want a new Bethesda game. I want a Bethesda game set in space. That's all I care about. This doesn't need to be Star Citizen or No Man's Sky. This is its own thing. It's a space-based Bethesda game with incredible possibilities for modding and storytelling. And I'm really, really excited. Right, I've explained everything. I hope you guys understand with all of the news that's going around at the moment. It's kind of busy, which is why I picked out specific tweets that just tell you the facts as we know them right now, because I want to just let you know everything that we know until obviously reviews come out. Anyway, I love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching. But until next time, that's me. Ouch. Bye, guys.